The referee's arm out for advantage to Berkeley for the knock on by Black. He plays on, blows the whistle for no advantage gain. Knock on by Lobo. It'll be a scrum down to the Rhinos. We have another knock on, advantage to Lobo. Referee blows the whistle for that and brings it back to the knock on. Now we'll have a Black scrum. For those who are newly in love with the game, you notice how the backs are positioned. The attacking side of the ball will line up at an angle, while the defense side will stay flat.
If the ball went backwards, they knock it down, then they knock it down.
Oh, nice.
Tackle turns into a ruck. Ball's kept in play by Lobo, and we have a whistle penalty. Killing the ball. You're not allowed to kill the ball in this game. Quick tap, they bring it back down to the 10-meter line. Referee still has his arm out for advantage for Black. Blows the whistle, no advantage game. They were not back 10 apparently. Pushes them back beyond the goal line. You gotta kick the ball through the mark. So he brings it back and makes him redo it. Rhinos are now behind the goal line. Quick tap. And looks like the ball is not, try is not scored. Looks like it was held up. Referee will bring it back out for a 5-meter scrum. There's a 5-meter scrum with attacking side putting the ball in.
Yeah, one. The line is behind.
And we have a ruck formed. And the ball is blocked inside in goal. Referee's there, signals a try scored by Lobo Rugby. 5 points right off the bat. You'll notice in this game the conversion kicks are different from American football, where they line up right in front of goal posts and punch it in from a few meters out. In this game, the ball's got to be on a line where it's grounded and in goal. Luckily, we're near the goal post, but if it was on an angle, it'd be on the far side, it'd be a hell of an angle for the kicker. Points good, 2 points. I don't think Jackson misses as many kicks anyway. It makes it look too easy.
7-0.
4.5 minutes into the game.
Jaden got the 5.
We understand that Jaden scored the 5-point try there. We're not surprised though. The game was restarted by a drop kick by Rhinos. And there's a gravity check to see if it bounces on the ground.
All right, Brian, all the way.
Rock forward. Backs are widened up. The ball sent out to the backs. Luke tries to go through a player.
Big guy.
Devin rambles downfield he looks like a winger. A winger wearing number 3. Referee keeps the players behind the last foot. Luke carries the ball down to the 10-meter line. We have another ruck formed. Spun out to the backs.
Oh, right.
Sergio crashes down forward and passes it off to the winger.
There it is.
Osai scores a try in the corner. 5 points for him.
Yeah.
Excellent movement by the Lobo team. They didn't have any trouble bringing that ball back downfield. Conversion kick by TJ from the corner we talked about earlier. 2 points made it look easy. 14-0 Lobos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rhinos getting organized for the kickoff. Get a drop kick again. Unlucky. Referee did see the knock on. Brings it back. Advantage to Rhinos. It'll be a scrum down to the gray team. We call that a gray scrum. The ball cannot be propelled forward. Forward pass or inadvertently propelled forward, it goes to the other team. And a scrummage is just a way to restart the game after a minor infringement.
Standing on the field, standing on the side.
Whistle, all sides by gray team. They retreat 10 without delay. Jackson signals he just kick it downfield for touch, which means that the Lobos will have the line out. I didn't go that far downfield. So the line out there will be a Lobo throw-in since it was a penalty kick. Little patty cake with the touch judge.
Okay, that's what I saw. It looks like they keep going on their back. I was trying to understand.
Touches goes and marks at 10 meters, showing the gray team where the 10-meter line is. Goes in to Luke, doesn't go in straight. Referee unhappy with that. You must throw the ball in straight. Now it's Rhinos elect to have another throw in, so it's their turn to throw the ball in. It's a short scrum, which means less players than normal, so both teams have to be back 10 meters from the center of the lineup.
The lock is a position.
No instruction from the ref, keep the players in the right position. Oh, that's good. Luke drags him down. We have a ruck.
Right.
And a stolen ball by Lobos Rugby. Once the ball down is kicked, it goes into touch. And the touch judge signals it is a great throw-in. The referee not happy with that throw-in either. Not in straight. It's going to be 15 meters in. It's going to be a scrub down to black.
There's two guys on the side. The last man down.
This is a good game, isn't it?
Yeah, they got it. Right.
Picked up by number 8, rambles downfield. Kevin, and no one seems to be tackling Kevin. Oh, he gets dragged in. And we have a ruck form about 5 meters out. Devin carries the ball forward. Another ruck formed. And a try is scored by the signal by the referee. 5 points for Lobo. Again, for you new spectators who are madly in love with the game of rugby, a ruck is when the ball is on the ground and two or more players are around the ball. A maul is when the ball is being held up and you have players from each team around the ball carrier. So next time you play Jeopardy, you'll be prepared. Now, like we mentioned before, the conversion kick here is at an angle. Brought out straight from where it's grounded, and Jackson will drop kick it. We didn't need those 2 points anyway. Familiar scene, Rhinos kicking off after a score. 19-0 at this point in the game. Brought up to the 45, ruck form, spun out to Devin, CJ, and brought back down. Crashing downfield, we have another ruck formed. That's a good bounce pass. Picked up, it's TJ's inside, in goal. Tops it down, 5 points. Referee signals that. High school rugby has 2 35-minute halves. Adult rugby will play 40-minute halves. In sevens rugby, you have a 7-minute half. Jackson makes that one look easy. With 20 minutes left in the game, we have 26-0. But that works. Unlucky knock on there. Referee signaled the advantage for Gray. Gray must gain an advantage. Does not gain an advantage. Blows the whistle, brings it back to the infringement by Black. We'll have a scrum down. It will be a Gray put in. Whistle. Referee unhappy with that play there, so he resets the team, gives them some words of wisdom, packs them back down, and we'll do the scrum again.
Words of wisdom.
Ball shoots out the back of the scrum, picked up by the scrum half, who's danced around with Ryan. We have a ruck formed. Gray still has possession. We have an advantage signaled by the referee, which means that we have some offside Lobo players. No advantage game, brings it back penalty. Now Black should retreat 10 meters without delay. And he's going to kick for touch. Ball goes into touch, we'll have a line out. Since it's a penalty kick for touch, it'll be a Gray throw-in.
Oh, you dressed it. The pants. No.
Wrapped up and brought down by Ryan. Help of other black uniforms there. Walk forward. Whistle. Over the top. Penalizes Gray for killing the ball, going over the top of the ball. You must keep your feet in this game. Hence penalties otherwise. Jade rambles down past the 10-meter line. Devin rambles and brings it over the goal line for 5 points. Like I said, you don't see too many wingers with number 3 on their back.
He's playing hockey, right? Yeah, the big team is playing hockey. C'est ça, par un peu
I think the T's misshapen. What's his T on the field? We have about 15 more minutes left in this first half. However, please note that the time on the scoreboard is not the official time. The official time is on the referee's wrist. I don't see Pete. Jaden DeLuke and TJ. DJ rambles downfield and is taken from him by the great team. And we have a whistle, a penalty. And we'll wait for the secondary signal. Playing the ball on the ground. That's a ruck, you cannot do that. So we have a line out here for the Rhinos. That's a maul. The ball is held up. Now it went to the ground. It's a collapsed maul, turns into a ruck. We see the ball bouncing around, so does the referee, so he blows the whistle. Penalizes Black for going over the top. You got to keep your feet in this game, Black. They retreat 10 meters without delay. There's a great kick. Did not find touch though. He just gave it to the Black winger. Epi wasn't being held, so he didn't have to release the ball. Another ruckus forward. Ball spun out to the backs. And I'm going to give my touchdown. Oh, now he got touched. Support is right there. Osai sends it out to number 12. And the Lobo back line does a good move and they score another try. Lobo rugby team has a handful of new players we're not familiar with. So pardon us for as we just use numbers on their backs.
Up to the yellow line, right?
All the way out.
Yeah.
In the football field, it's just up there.
The ball must travel 10 meters. It did not. It is a scrum down for Black, center of the field. Picked up by the scrum half and he squirts downfield through the defenders. Dragged down, was not held, so he doesn't have to release the ball. If you're tackled and being held, you have to release it. He was not being held, so he didn't have to release it. I look like Jaden down there. Went backwards. Referee signals that it went backwards, that's why there's no whistle. Sergio passes it to Ruck on the 10-meter line. CJ out to on the wing. Rambles through people and gets an in goal and scores a try, signaled by the referee. Give the black team there another 5 points.
That's unusual.
We understand that the try was scored by Cameron. I think I heard a shout for Cameron. Was that true? Cameron scored that try. There we go. I guess Cameron's worn out. It comes off the field.
He's a prop, right?
Kick is just short.
So this is only one game, right?
Coach Petty's bringing in a lot of players to make sure they all get some playing time in this game.
Huh? Yeah, number one.
Rhinos drop kick it down the field right to Epi. Epi's going. Referee calls the knock on here by Lobo. We'll now have a Rhino scrum well inside Lobo territory. Referee blows that up. The ball must be played inside the scrum. When it pops back out, we'll just do it again. Must be hooked by the hooker, the number 2 player on his back. His job is to hook the ball with his foot. He has no other occupation. Stolen by Lobo, and the Lobos form a ruck. And we hear another whistle, penalty against Black, hands in a ruck. Gray retreats 10 meters and a kick downfield, picked up by the fullback who has black jerseys as company. Doesn't know which way he wants to go. He sneaks through him. And they keep the ball. Going downfield, we now have a ruck formed. Ball stripped by Luke. Jaden picks up the ball, brings it back down into close to the 20-meter line.
But when they're on the ground and they're having to give it up, when they give it up and it goes away from them, if it touches no one, can anyone get that? Anyone can
Luke carrying the ball now, rambles downfield, dives in for, there's a signal from the referee, 5 points. Don't want to say it too soon, you never know what's going on. Let the referee signal it, then you say, there's a try. Another cheering crowd for Luke.
Stop, né?
Coach Bartholomew sending in some sub players. Less than 5 minutes in this first half.
48.
They were a good team, right?
The ball did go 10 meters. Sort of convenient for the player there. Jaden. Epi takes it around the outside. Ball went forward. Referee signaling advantage for Gray. No advantage game. Blows the whistle. Brings it back to the knock-on infringement. We'll have a scrum down to Gray just inside the halfway line. Ball stolen by Black. Elias picks it up, sprints around the outside of the scrum, finds open daylight, and is dragged down into touch. We have a touch flag over there. It will be a Rhino line out.
You don't want to go out of bounds.
In this game, football tackles are not legal. You must wrap the opponent. You cannot just shoulder charge him. It is dangerous play. You will be penalized. All tackles must be a wraparound tackle. Jaden rambling downfield. Score tried by Pita. Brings another 5 points to the scoreboard. Epi's turn to kick. Drop kick. Just wide.
Really?
What is he waiting?
Well, let me run round.
He's prop now. He's playing prop, right?
Yeah. So from the... Ako sa akin flag ako ba? Oh, ada flag ang beranda rin.
He's playing, right?
Yeah, I forced him to play.
Referee whistles. Penalty against Lobos. We're going over the top. You must keep your feet in this game. Quick tap by Rhinos, and they ramble downfield. They are on the offensive now. We have a maul. The ball's being held up. Goes to the ground. Now we have a ruck. Sneaks around the outside, gets wrapped up by black jerseys. And the ball is stolen by Lobos Rugby. Penalty against Lobos Rugby. They're holding the ball, not releasing the ball. Quick tap. No, that ball was not kicked through the mark. Got to bring it back, and he will redo the quick kick. Rhino Rugby knocking on the door to score a try. Ruck is moving forward. Strong, stiff defense by the black jerseys. Pushes them back to the 10-meter line. We have a ruck formed, and it's still hands in there. Pulls it out, throws it to his backs. Referee's on that. He penalizes them for putting the hands in there. Keep your hands out of the ruck. Now it's an offside signal. He's pedaling offsides. Rhinos still trying to score here. Sends it out to the backs. Penalty again. I hear another whistle. Back 10 to the goal. Quick tap. Gets held up at the goal line. Rhino's dead now. He goes over and try scored by Rhino Rugby. They're on the board. Again, despite what the scoreboard says, the referee has the official time on his wrist. Drills it through for 2 points. Come on up here.
Close half time.
53-7 at the half.
Mike, dead wall.
Welcome to the 2018 introduction to the Lobo Rugby Hall of Fame class. It is quite an honor to be among the most outstanding players to ever wear a jersey or be part of the program. Tonight we'll bring in some of our finest ever. Our first candidate for his inductee is Cooper Maloney. Cooper played 3 years for the Lobos. In his first match here at the Lobo Dome, Cooper scored a try for the first time he touched the ball, which was followed by many others afterwards. Cooper was selected as captain his senior year, a rare honor for a player from another school. Upon graduation, Maloney played at St. Mary's College. There he was a 4-year starter and named captain in his junior and senior year. Cooper was the MVP in the national championship tournament in the last 2 years, where the Gales won national titles both years. He was selected as an All-American and chosen to be in the Eagle Development Squad. Welcome, Cooper Maloney. Second, Chris Elkin. This bruising inside center never lost a league match in his 2 years starting for the Lobos. In 2003, he helped the team to our first state championship And in his 2004 season, Chris was a top scorer at inside center on the first side to be ever selected to attend the National Championship Tournament in Dallas, Texas. In Dallas, the Lobos won the title and Chris was selected as the most valuable player. Chris continued coaching the Lobos in 2005 and playing rugby until last year. Welcome, Chris Elkin. Our next inductee, Pedro Gomez. Pedro joined the team in 2002, one of our down years. In his junior year, Pedro was a key component in our state championship team playing as a loose forward. In 2004, that Pedro stepped up as captain and took us to the Dallas and the Nationals. In the words of Hall of Fame member Nick Cherwink, I've never known a captain like Pedro. Coach Tyler, another Hall of Fame member, said Pedro Gomez was our best captain ever. Welcome, Pedro Gomez. We have one more inductee to the Hall of Fame. For the past 13 years, Dan Bartholomew has been part of the Lobo rugby coaching staff. Tonight he becomes the first and only coach to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Besides putting up with Coach Petty for way too long, Dan has helped raise a generation of young men. We're very fortunate to have him with us in this organization. Welcome, Dan Bartholomew. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our 2018 Hall of Fame inductees.
Nice, huh? That's stable. Yeah.